So she's a little low on tranny fluid since we did the lines in the cooler. It did lose a little bit. Not a ton, but enough where we gotta top it off. So that's what we're doing right now. And this tire needs a little bit of air. And then I think I'm gonna switch over to driving this truck now. Just because the Lexus is getting pretty rough around the edges. It needs brakes, it needs a wheel bearing. I don't even care about the brakes, but the wheel bearing's actually getting kind of sketchy, and I don't want to risk that. That's not very safe. So parking the Lexus, and taking out the truck now, which is nice because I do love this truck and I really haven't driven the thing. I've put like 2,000 miles on this truck since I've owned it probably, so let's get a little bit of time in with it. And my Lexus keeps having that weird thing where I have to jump start the car every damn time I come out, every day, and it's so obnoxious. This thing I can leave for 2 weeks, come back, and it starts. So, and I got a new rear bumper to put on the rear, and I'm thinking about what I should do with the front. Might leave it how it is for a little bit, or there's a friggin' ranch hand bumper, big off-road beefy move out of the way bumper that I'm kind of contemplating getting. I just picked up a rear bumper, as you can see in the trash in the back. It's a slightly different year. It's not a GMT 800 bumper. It's the GMT 400, I believe. So I don't think it's even gonna be a direct fit. I might get lucky and it might just bolt on. I'm not expecting it to though. I'm probably gonna have to like make my own brackets and weld it or whatnot, but the rear bumper on this is totally trashed. I can't find any other rear bumpers for it that aren't like $800, and even if I want to buy a replacement factory one for this, even on Facebook, it's like $300 for one. So I don't even care for the factory ones because they're tin foil and it's going to break anyways. Those 90s ones are pretty friggin' rugged. I mean, you can hit them with a hammer, kick them, anything you want. And I proved that to my buddy a while ago with my Suburban. I told him that I could kick it as hard as I could and it wouldn't hurt the bumper. And I ended up friggin' hurting my foot for like a week. But I proved my point. So just got a bumper for it, and now I'm running to my buddy's house because single cab does not have room for like anything. So I want to have a spot to put stuff in the back, but where it also doesn't get wet and it can't get stolen. So my buddy has a toolbox for sale that sits right in the back, a truck bed toolbox with keys to it. So I'm gonna run over there and probably pick that up, and that'll be 2 new mods for the truck. And I do have tow mirrors on the way and some LED pod fog lights for it. So again, there is our bumper currently, and here is our new bumper. Like I said, it is a different style. It's obviously not a GMT 800 bumper, but it's friggin' rugged. So putting that on, and then here's the toolbox. So I'm getting ready to put that on as well. I'm just gonna clean out the bed, and then we're going to give this thing a wash because I don't like seeing all the salt on it. So there we go, we threw it on. It is a nice low pro one, so the light bar actually aligns perfect with it for now. It's black, I like that. So yeah, that's all in there. Got a bunch of trash in the bed I'm about to clean out. Going to rinse the truck off first though, and then we're gonna do the rear bumper. But I'm liking that toolbox. Helps a lot with single cab things. Truck's all clean. On the way back, I picked up these because these are the only rings that the store had. Because mine are kind of not doing too good here after being run over. So fix the keys. Truck's washed. Toolbox is in. So pretty much now I'm just gonna throw the rear bumper on. I still didn't clean all the trash out yet, but we're gonna throw the rear bumper on. That was hard. Yeah. So now it's time. Damn, I can't believe I missed that much of the bed when I was painting the truck. Holy crap. Yeah, so now we get to mess with all these bolts, but at least we got a clear shot at them. Actually, it's the ones in there. Those are just the brackets. and then we can throw the new bumper on. So we got the new one lined up. It's not bolted on or anything, it's just sitting there. That's why it's crooked. So that's what it's gonna look like. It's a little big, and like I said, it is a totally different year, but honestly, I don't know. I kind of like it. It rounds off the edges pretty decent like the truck does, so I don't think it's gonna be too ugly. Like I said, it is friggin' solid, so it will protect the truck pretty good. I like it. So all my bolts obviously got destroyed coming off the truck, so I just picked up 4 more, 2 for each side, and now we can go try to put on the rear bumper. So I can't hold the bumper up while trying to tighten it myself, so I found a cone in my bed. I think that's about where I'm gonna get it. I might try to get it a little bit higher so there's not as much of a gap, but I mean, it doesn't look bad. I like it. I also gotta figure out why my left tail light keeps going out. As you can see, the right one is on, left one is not. The blinker still works though, and the brake light still works, so I don't know. Might be a ground or something, but it's not the first time it's done that either. If this thing ain't just the happiest little Chevy. Those all work. Look at the oil pressure. Friggin' thing is healthy. So there we go. I mean, it's on. There's a little bit of a gap that I really just couldn't get rid of, but I'm not too worried about it. It's not a show truck. We already know that. So here's our next change to the truck. Just showed up early in the mail. We got some Chevy tow mirrors in here. So there's 2 different kinds. There's a kind that's a newer style with lights on it, and there's the older kind that's a little more round and there's no lights on it. This is a base model truck, so there was no lights to plug in. I'm probably not gonna wire them up anyways if I did. And honestly, with it being a round body Chevy truck, I felt like the older ones would just fit it a little bit better, so I ended up just going with the older style, but either way, I'm happy. They'll both work for what they're meant for. And for some reason, it's leaking coolant, so I might need a radiator. So yeah, I guess that explains why the truck keeps having a low coolant light, because I guess it is leaking it. It wasn't before, but now it is, so. Truck needs rear brakes, and wherever that coolant's coming from, I'm not looking right now because it's 5 degrees. It's really cold. I already don't even really want to put on these mirrors, but I do, so. All right, there we go, they're on. They're like a little high, like they tilt up a little bit like some of them do. I could put a spacer if I wanted to kind of even them out, but it doesn't really bother me that much personally. If it does bother me down the road, then maybe I'll adjust it, but they are officially on.